Yo, Buddha Gang, what's the word? We back with another one. Hey, look, check this out. So, one of Julio Foolio killer's moms took the stand and basically, you know what I'm saying, she was going off. Now, I ain't gonna tell y'all who the mother is, cause y'all gonna be able to figure that out. And then I'm gonna tell y'all why this whole thing made absolutely no sense to me. We finna get into all that. But before we do, man, make sure y'all smash that like button and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Let's go.
If that's what you claim, doesn't.
In advance of you testifying here today, did you ask your son whether there was anything incriminating on his phone?
No, I didn't.
Did you ask your son whether he had taken firearms out of your safe?
No.
You
I don't
surely
believe
didn't ask
so.
your. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't believe so, no.
You surely didn't ask your son whether he had taken your firearms and used those in a homicide, correct?
Oh, correct.
How about in 118B here? Do you recognize this firearm?
That looks like a, yeah, that's a Glock 9 mil.
Okay. Do you recognize it as belonging to you, ma'am?
No, I can't read the serial number on it.
Surely you can.
All right. All right. Let me stop right there, right? Because, like, I ain't gonna lie. They anger is killing this case for Alicia. Now, this was crazy to me. You identify the gun and say, yeah, that look like a Glock millimeter. You know them jeans is your son's. You know them Crocs is your son's. So you know that's your son with a Glock 9 millimeter. But then you turn around and hit them with, I don't know if it's mine or not, though, because I can't read the serial number. Let's keep it going.
You can admit that those are not your legs.
No, and I can't say that that's my gun either.
Okay. And lastly, we'll show you 118C. Did you teach your son how to dismantle an assault rifle?
No,
You did not.
no.
Okay. You don't recognize these pictures from his device.
No, I don't. I don't see any reference. I don't see anything to reference it to. It's just, it's a barrel on a sheet.
Sure, I'm just asking whether you recognize it, ma'am.
No,
That's
I
all.
don't.
Okay. And you last.
So all these pictures is going to be from her son phone. Now remember, I ain't telling y'all who mama this is yet because we going to get to that.
Lastly, have indicated that you do not know your. Actually, one more. Did you have an opportunity to, at least in your inventory of what was taken or seized by law enforcement, understand that several assault rifles were missing?
No, I never got an inventory from JSO.
Well, you said you replaced the two assault rifles.
I knew those were taken. I knew those were taken, definitely, because when I went home after the search was done, they were missing.
Okay.
And I know where they are.
Were they the only two weapons that were missing?
Well, I don't know what JSO took.
Which indicates you don't know what you had.
No, they took, I know they took the two ARs and they took some of my 9 mils. I think.
I don't know what they took. Then you proceed to say what got took. So the prosecutor lady just try to give you an out. So what you saying is you don't know what guns you had. No, what I'm saying is I know what got took, but I don't know what they took. It gets worse, y'all. It get worse. Let's go.
Two of my 9 mils, actually.
The exhibit that I previously identified as having been a photograph on co-defendant Rashad Murphy's device.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie though. We said, you know, what's the name had the GTA cheat codes. Whole time, it's the mama with the GTA cheat codes. You see what I'm saying? Crazy.
Do you remember me showing you this photograph?
Yes.
Certainly, if your son didn't have access to the firearms, or at least that's what your testimony is, you would not allow his friends to have access to those firearms. Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
Did your son explain to you that he sent a text message to Gutazay or Isaiah Chance on April 27th of 2024, but with that same identical photograph?
No,
No.
no.
Did you know your son or Isaiah Chance to have access to those assault rifles in March or April of 2024?
No.
I'm going to show you what I will identify as State's Exhibit 119. So it would be your testimony that you do not recognize this communication between GZ or Gutazay and your son.
These are not my devices and not my communications, so I can't be asked to identify who they are.
I'm not asking you to identify who they are. I'm asking you if you're aware of the communication. So the answer to that is no.
Well, they're not on my phone, so no, I wouldn't be aware of these communications.
But you are aware that you did not give either permission to access your safe or your firearms, correct?
Correct.
Ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and publish this photograph of what? Of this message exchange, States 119. The state would seek to admit this exhibit, Your Honor, 119.
Any objection?
No objection.
Submitted. Is it 118 or 119? 118?
119. Prior was 118, yes.
Yes.
I can't figure that out, sorry. You've indicated you don't recognize this and did not allow access to these weapons on March 27th of 2023, correct?
Correct. I think that's 2024.
I'm sorry, 2024. Thank you, ma'am. So you would not have...
Now, what's crazy is the fact that if those was his mother guns, they could have easily charged her. But they probably didn't charge her because they want to use her for the testimony. Now, she up here testifying, and it ain't making no sense. They might try to come back and charge her later.
known anything about this same depiction being messaged between or on Rashad Murphy's device in the 2 days before the homicide? Do you know Rashad Murphy?
No, I don't.
Any reason for Rashad Murphy to have anything from your son's device? Never came around with your son?
No. I thought you said those pictures went to my son.
They did. They did. From
So why would they go
Gutazay,
to my-
your son's best friend. Remember him? Do you remember him?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying if they're in my home, why would the photo of my weapons in my home be sent to my son who lives at the home?
Yeah, I couldn't explain to you why your son and his best friend were sending photographs of the weapons around that you have, but I'm just asking you why they have access to them.
I'm not saying that those are my weapons. Like I said before, there's no context.
You just said if my son is in the home with my weapons, why would his friends send pictures of my weapons to him if he's in the home with my weapons? Then you turn around and say, well, I don't even know if they my weapons. This lady ain't that bright. She ain't that bright.
To it where I can identify where this was taken. You said it's on the phone, that's fine. But there's no context. There's nothing that I can identify as something from my home.
There's no question. The context is you've indicated your son, other than the one time you took him to that firing range, would not have access to all of your
Correct.
assault weapons.
Correct.
Correct?
Correct.
Lastly, you've indicated that your son is not, in fact, in a gang. Is that right?
That is right.
But you admit that you yourself, you said today, I think, that you are a gang associate according to Florida statute.
Yeah, according to Florida statute,
So you're
because,
familiar.
yeah, I am familiar. I looked it up because according to Florida statute, if you associate with a known gang member, which is only known to law enforcement, not to any individual person.
Is that extra bit that you've added there, the portion,
No, actually, that's the reality of it.
the statute
So
says?
if
She in the courtroom trying to tell the judge and the prosecutors the law. It's never good to be sitting in the courtroom trying to tell a judge and the prosecutors the law.
If you willingly associate with a known gang member,
Correct.
then you are considered a gang
That's
associate.
not a question. What's the question?
Well, she said I willingly admitted to being a gang member. I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay, that's fine. And Mr. McClymonds will be able to clear anything up on redirect. So what's the next question?
You've indicated that you do not have any information about your son being a gang member
Correct.
or a gang associate.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to show you what I've marked as States Exhibits A through F. Please take a look at those photographs.
Okay, what gang sign is this supposedly for?
Okay, well,
Have
just
you had
wait.
an opportunity to review the photographs?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And also remember, she seen all these pictures before and she had a different story. I ain't saying they gonna try to, lock up throwing contempt or nothing like that. But when she seen the photos before, she wasn't saying what she's saying now.
Is it fair to say that your son is depicted in all of the photographs with the exception of one which depicts Isaiah Chance?
Yes.
Is it fair to say that you watched the portion of the trial during which the detectives testified about what a 1200 gang sign would look like?
No, I didn't.
You did not watch the
I
detectives?
did not see that portion, no.
Ma'am, please. You did not watch detectives Drabick or Nieder or Griffin testify?
Not testify about gang signs, no.
You did not see the gang charts that were published in this case?
I saw the gang charts, yes.
Did you see anything on the gang charts that would have been indicative of a gang sign?
I don't believe so.
And it's your testimony that you cannot identify your son as being involved in any gangs, is that right?
That is right.
I'm going to may I please seek to admit, Your Honor, states 114C, A through F.
Any objection? Okay, admitted.
Who is the individual depicted in states 114E, ma'am?
I'm sorry, it's 114,
A through F.
114?
114 A through F.
A through F. Okay, thank you.
I'm not sure.
This is not Isaiah Chance. You're not sure?
Well, I
That's-
can't see the face. I'm not really sure.
Sure, ma'am. How about 114D?
Oh, that's Sean.
And who else is in the photograph that you know?
I know the other two people in the photograph.
Right, who are they, please?
I'm not going to give you their names.
Okay.
Hey, y'all heard her in the photograph. That's Sean. Y'all also heard her say, I know the other two people in the photograph, but I'm not going to get their names. If you weren't going to get their names, or why would you say you know them? Lord have mercy. Alicia is cooked, bro.
You're refusing to give the names?
Well, I don't think it's appropriate.
Oh, okay. Well, you're under oath to tell the truth. so
I
you-
am, and I truly believe it's not appropriate.
Okay, well, I guess you're the
names
judge now. Okay, go ahead. What's the next question?
They're not in.
See how she arguing with the judge? Look at Alicia lawyer like, oh no, here we go. Here we go again. The judge been getting into it with Alicia lawyers. I got a video about that coming up. The witnesses they been calling been terrible. The lady is on the stand trying to tell the judge what the law is, telling the judge what she is, and ain't gonna say, how does this help Alicia? In any type of way. So not only is the judge mad at the witnesses that they're calling, but they're also mad, and she's also mad at Alicia's whole legal team. And y'all see that man like, Lord Jesus, oh my God. He walked in with so much confidence. Remember, he gave an open statement, and y'all would realize that she didn't have nothing to do with anything. Now look at him. God damn, it's over. It's over. I know it's over. God damn. I woke up for this. My man look like he need a Benadryl, a Tylenol, and everything. Nigga, it's over.
Involved in this.
Ma'am, did you have an opportunity to see all 3 charts that were presented in court?
I believe I saw one chart.
Do you know which gang it was for?
It was the one that had my son on there as an associate. I remember that one.
Which one?
So I don't remember which name that was, but I remember his picture on there as an associate.
I'm showing you states 114F. Do you recognize the individual depicted in 114F, ma'am?
Yes,
Who is that individual?
that's my son.
Now I have a question. If you wanted to remain anonymous, if you ain't want nobody to know who you was, and you ain't want to identify nobody, why would you identify your son? We know who had the GTA cheat codes. We know who had the weapons of mass destruction. We know who your son is. They ain't got to say his name. Because everybody know now because you didn't identify them. Crazy thing to me is that you done set up here and told these people you know some people, but you feel like it ain't no point in saying their name, which is crazy because if you trying to help Alicia like you say, you would be a grunt. Never mind. It's a mess, man. It's a mess.
How about 114B, ma'am? Is your son depicted also in this one?
Yes.
Which individual is your son in 114B?
He's the one with the hat.
Is he in the center of the photograph?
Yes, on the left.
Is your daughter also depicted in the photograph?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. May I have one moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
It's your daughter in the photo. Perhaps. Ooh, boy, Alicia. Girl, you should have took that deal.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, redirect.
Is there a reason why you don't want other people identified?
Oh, my man with the
Objection,
bad
Your
suit.
Honor. Events.
Wait, I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is there a reason why you don't want other people identified for this court?
Yes.
You can answer. Good.
Yes, because number one, the high profile of the case. Number two, I was directly told by law enforcement.
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained as to hearsay.
Okay.
So.
It's a very-
No, ma'am, I sustain the objection. You can't keep answering, all right? So
asking-
you're not actually the.
Off the back. I sustain that. But I said I was talk. She's still trying to talk. You know what I mean? When they be like, you know what women can't do, and they just keep yibby 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 yibby. That's what she doing right now. Yibby 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 yibby. Now this is crazy. You think they finna sit there and let you yip yap when they gave you the opportunity to yip yap about what you know and you ain't had nothing to say. So you think they finna sit back and listen to whatever you want to say? It don't matter now. They don't even care. That's why the judge like, hold on, no, move on. They're like the judge like, hey, you ain't tell us what we want to know. Everything you said after this is pointless.
The judge in here. So, and I do appreciate the situation you're in. However, nonetheless, you need to do what I tell you to do. What's the next question?
I'm going to ask you the question, but you don't have to tell me what anyone told you.
This man terrible.
All right. Are there reasons why you don't want to identify people for the cameras?
Yes. I believe that.
Okay, that just a yes. Thank you. What's the next question?
Well, I
Let's
would
cut
like
her
for her to
short. You
explain
done
her
made that
answer,
man.
Judge.
Look.
Yeah,
Look, hey, look at Alicia lawyer. Look at the female lawyer. Yeah, look at the other lawyer. That man looking for a way out. The female lawyer got her hand on her head, Lord Jesus, Lord. This girl about to do 100 years, Lord. They finna give her 100 years, Lord. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so.
I don't know where this is going exactly. So you can't repeat what anybody said to you. So what's,
I'm just,
I ain't gonna lie. The judge ain't been letting Alicia lawyers get nothing off. They done made her mad to the point she been cutting them loose every which way she can.
telling you what I believe and
Okay,
the reason why.
go ahead.
So the reason why I believe it would be dangerous for other people to be identified in relation to this case is because of the high-profile nature and the fact that it involves supposed violent gangs in Jacksonville that we have never come in contact with. So
You saying your son has never came in contact with these gang members who he's on pictures with at an Airbnb, who he allegedly committed a murder with, who he has phone numbers with, who he has text messages with, pictures with, everything, and you're saying your son has never been around these people at all. Alicia is fried.
I feel like it would be a violation of these individuals' privacy since they're not relevant to the case and they have no relevance to Alicia Andrews.
All right, well, now we're getting into a narrative, so ask the next question.
All right. There's a couple things that you wanted to explain, and all we're asking for is the absolute truth.
Okay.
All right. You were trying to explain something about a safe. The absolute truth. Is there another safe at your home?
There is.
Okay.
My son has it safe in his bedroom.
All right. And you were trying to also mention on cross-examination something about a gang associate and you being a gang associate. Can you explain what your understanding of your title as a gang associate?
Okay. Once my son was arrested, I found out he was being labeled a gang associate. In order to be labeled a gang associate, by my interpretation of the Florida statute, if you willingly hang around somebody who is a known gang member, then you could be considered a gang associate. However, nobody tells that person that they're a known gang member, and nobody tells anybody around them that they're a known gang member. So if you're hanging around somebody unknowingly and law enforcement has deemed them to be a gang member, then you theoretically could also be considered a gang associate.
Now, first you said your son never had contact with them at all. Now you saying your son had contact with them, but because they never told him they were gang members, he ain't a gang member and or a gang associate. Look at Alicia. She know it's over, man. This ain't help at all.
All right. Alicia Andrews, do you have her phone number saved in your phone?
No, I don't.
All right. And what was the first time that you ever reached out to her?
It was during one of the status hearings. I've attended every single one of my son's status hearings, so there were some where I noted that there was not somebody there for her. So I reached out.
I'm going to sustain the objection.
You never met an alleged co-conspirator to a murder, and you saying because you noticed she didn't have nobody in her corner, you reached out to her. About what exactly? And if your son don't know her, what the hell are y'all talking about? What kind of sense does that make? You fried.
Had you ever communicated with Alicia Andrews prior to her being
No.
incarcerated?
No.
No further questions.
Okay, thank you. May this witness be excused?
Yes.
Nah, crazy part about that is Alicia done admitted, I think they said she was at Sean Got Right House before getting food or something. But man, listen, that girl is cooked and fried. Y'all get a comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all this, man. Mom didn't hold it down at all. But, you know, some people probably going to say she stayed solid. But to me, it wasn't even no point of her really being on the stand. It's your boy Buddha, man. I'm out.